Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Talented Thursdays. I am so excited. My lighting and everything is off tonight, but it don't even matter because I have a guest here tonight who is going to knock your socks off. So come on in the room, come on in and bring a friend. How y'all week been? Make sure that you get in these comments. Tell me where you're watching from, whether you're watching on YouTube or watching on Facebook or watching on Instagram. Thank you for watching tonight. Now, let me see what's been going on this week. This week has been pretty busy for me, as was last week. Y'all know the last couple of weeks I've been telling you that I've been a little tired because I've had a lot going on, and it's the truth. Now, today, my guest, he's so cool. He came in my, little virtual room and we were talking and chopping it up, and he's down to earth. So all my jitters are gone. I'm ready for tonight. But he also reminded me that today is a special day. Do y'all know why? Anybody know why? Put it in the comments if you know why. Okay, so you don't know why? Today is Michael Jackson's birthday. That's right. We celebrating the king of pop today. So I want to say happy birthday, Michael. We miss you. He brought so much entertainment to us. He has brought so much inspiration to those that are performing today. I mean, he affected the young and the old. So we miss you, Michael. We really do. So listen, tonight's guest, oh my gosh, I'm just so happy to have him, y'all. First of all, let me also say thank you for listening in on Vegas Praise Radio. If you have not downloaded the app as of yet, make sure that you do, because you're going to miss out on some good music and some good interviews. I come on twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesdays at 7, Saturdays at 10 a.m. So you don't want to miss it. Make sure you're listening to the good music, the good word, all of that. So make sure you've downloaded Vegas Praise. Now, let me tell y'all about tonight's guest before, we get started. Okay. So this gentleman, he could sing, y'all. He can sing for real. Let me read you some of his bio. He was born in Brooklyn. He's currently, I believe he's still currently in LA based. He is a BMI and Grammy Award winning singer songwriter. He was on season 1 of Fox Network's The Four, and he has smooth, soulful vocals. He was raised in the church. He's an entertainer with extensive industry experience. He co-wrote BMI's top 10 most performed gospel song for Dorinda Clark Cole. Y'all know Dorinda. He worked with Rodney Darkchild Jenkins on songs for the legendary Clark sisters. He was featured on Grammy Award winning album Layla Hathaway Live. He's been a background vocalist for Chrisette Michele, and he was an opening act for the Queen of Soul herself, Miss Aretha Franklin. He's a vocal producer, arranger, and coach with over 15 years of teaching experience. He ain't new to this, y'all. He's true to this, okay? And he's helping artists find their voice and reach their full potential. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. I'm going to tell you who's here. Keep watching.
I don't think they're ready for this. You know what time it is? It's about that time of the week to showcase what you got, the talent that we have. It's a whole lot. You can sing, you can dance, you can rap, you can write. It doesn't matter. You know what time it is? Put your hands in the sky and wave them side to side if you feel alive. Talented Thursday with Kimberly Eichelle. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Saeed. Saeed, come on in the room.
Hey.
Hey, hey, welcome to Talented Thursdays.
Thank
Thank
you for
you for,
having me.
yes, thank you for coming. It is such a pleasure to have you tonight. I mean, I read off that extensive bio, and you've been in this business a long time, and you've been doing a lot of things. So you are the type of person that I want on talented television. The reason being is because I created this show to inspire others and encourage others. And so I know that you have a story to tell. So let's get into it, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's go. So you were born in Brooklyn, right? Born in Brooklyn, New
Yes.
York. I have never been to New York. It's my dream to go. I just haven't been as of yet. So, don't judge me because you told me a little earlier it was a no judgment zone, right?
We good. We good here.
We good. We good. So tell me, what was your experience like growing up on the East Coast? I know it's fast paced because I have friends from New York, and whenever we walking, they walking a mile a minute. So what was your experience like growing up there?
It was definitely fast paced, and it's a large Caribbean community where I grew up. So,
Mm,
and my father is from Trinidad, so I kind of had that already going on. But you know what I mean? It introduced me to a lot of reggae and soca and a lot of different types of music that I normally wouldn't listen to if I was just chilling at home with my mama.
got you, got you. So you have a ear for all types of music because of where you grew up.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you come from a musical family?
My mother can sing her behind off, and her
Okay.
sisters can sing. They all can sing. But I think each sister has a child that can sing, and the rest of everybody else can hold the note at least.
Okay, okay. They can at least hold their part down.
Exactly.
Okay, I love that. So your mom sings. Did she teach you anything growing up? Did she
She
teach
taught me
you?
all because
I love that.
we would sit down and we would sit down and listen to like BB and CC, and those
Mhm.
times I couldn't hit BB notes, so she would sing BB and I'll be CC because
Okay, right, right.
my voice was so high. So like, she
Yes.
taught me a lot about harmony and all that.
Wow. And for me growing up, BB and CC was one of my favorite groups. I mean, you too. You see what I'm saying? We friends already. We friends already.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. One of my favorites. I even remember, seeing them on like Video Soul and things like that. And I
Mhm.
was like, wow, the gospel videos and stuff are starting to turn, because of them. They did so much in the industry. And then Addictive Love and all the songs like that. I mean,
They
look, I saw your
changed the
face
way
when I
people
said
listen
stuff.
and viewed gospel. That's what I loved about them. They changed the way people viewed gospel. So
Absolutely. They did. They opened a door, that
for the
many
Mary
hadn't.
Marys
Yes,
and all.
absolutely. Absolutely. So, we give them their due, for doing what they've done and are still doing. Okay. CC and BB both are still holding it down. Okay.
Definitely.
Yes, indeed. So now that you're in LA, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now that you reside in LA, what are the major differences that you've seen between the East Coast and the West Coast? Not the beef and all that, of course, but like in culture, in community, that type of thing. What do
It,
you see different?
it's definitely different because LA is more, it's fast paced, but it ain't as fast as New York, that's for sure. And
Right.
also the people are a little more faker. They're fake.
Okay. Okay.
Just period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to watch and pay attention to who you're chilling with and who you're talking with, because you never know. Because if you're not somebody,
Right.
they don't really pay attention to you anyway.
Ain't that something? And that's
Yeah.
one thing that I've always, asked God in where I'm going because I'm nowhere where I see myself in the future. But while I'm on my way, I ask God to always keep me humble, because
Mhm.
I love people and I never want to lose that. And I know we get tired and I know artists get tired and things like that. But like you said, if you're nobody, sometimes people treat you, let me not say if you're nobody, if you're unknown, people
Yeah.
sometimes treat you as though you're a nobody. And
If they
that
view you like that, they'll treat you like that.
exactly. Yes, yes. And that does not fly with me. So I hate that that's been part of the experience, but it's true. It's very true.
It
I have
comes with the territory. It comes with the territory of the music business. But
absolutely.
I'm a church kid, so the one thing I prayed for was discernment.
Amen.
So
That's a good thing to pray
when
for.
I walk in the room, I already know what it is before I even say anything to anybody. I
That's
already know
good
what it is.
stuff.
I know who
That
to
is
stay away
good
from and
stuff.
everything. So
Okay.
that's one
Yes.
thing I
Thank God
learned
for
from the kid.
discernment.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. I have some people that are watching. All of them actually are from Washington State, but they are tuning in. I have
Okay.
Whitehurst. She is a new gospel artist that's getting ready to release music. So I am grateful to have her here tonight. I also have Kim Davis. She is from Washington as well.
Okay.
Yes. So hi, Kim. Thank you for tuning in. I also have Nabel Davis, who is Kim's husband, and he is a producer, musician, singer, songwriter, all of that out of Tacoma,
Okay.
Washington. So, yes, indeed. I'm so glad to have them here joining us tonight. So, thank you all for watching. And all of you who have not commented or have commented in arenas that I cannot see as of yet, thank you again for watching. We are with Saeed tonight. We are with Saeed. Also, make sure that you are pressing the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed as of yet. And make sure you're sharing this video because I'm telling you, it's just going to get better and better because it's already good to me, Saeed. It's already good to me. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. So let me ask you one more thing about the East Coast and the West Coast. And the question on that is, what influences did you grab from both areas to bring into your music today? What kind of things that you grab from each side to bring in?
I wouldn't say I grabbed any like major influences.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I've learned a lot
Okay.
about how to handle and maneuver business wise.
Mm.
Because when I first got to LA, I was like, I'm from New York, so if I ride with you, I ride with you. Like
Right.
we in this. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So in LA, it's different. Like, okay, we did this whole project for like 6 months. We've basically family. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Yes.
after this project is over, like we're not gonna see each other every day. We're not gonna talk every day. It's
It's
okay.
over.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? For me, it was like a shock. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Like you
We're
said, we
in,
family now,
but, but we're not. We're industry family, and that's the
Oh,
difference.
wow. That's good stuff right there. And people need to know that, those that are watching that are just getting into this industry because
Mhm.
it can be cutthroat. So, like you're saying, you worked with people for so long and it felt like, oh, we developed something. We connected, we're cool now.
It's
And
cool,
they
yeah.
like, no, you didn't paid, I didn't paid, we good, take care. I see you at
Exactly.
the
Now
at the
that don't mean that they're when they see you, they don't show you love.
right, of course, of
But
course.
your industry family. You're not really. That's not your friend.
Right, right. I hear what you're saying.
That's your
Yes,
industry friend.
indeed.
There's a difference.
Yes. I see Navell saying he said it's different in the industry and ministry. And it is. It
That
is.
is
It's
true.
two different things. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, in the industry, because we're talking about that, a lot of times you have to be on, even when you don't want to be on. And with that, what I mean by that is both of us, to be honest, have had a long day. Let's put it that way. But the show must go on. So, with that being said,
Smile
we,
on. We're ready to go.
there it is, lights, cameras, action, right? So, it's
Put it
like,
on.
yes, turn it on. So, with that being said, we get to see especially like watching the four and seeing you in different places, we get to see the entertainer. But how would your friends describe you?
Pretty much the same way. I'm still me. I don't
Uh-huh.
change. Like I'm still hilarious. I'm loud sometimes.
Yes.
But
Uh-huh.
then you'll be like, okay, they'll know when I don't feel like being sociable. Sociable. I'll
Right.
go back in my cocoon. And then I come
Uh-huh.
back out.
Yes, yes, indeed. I feel the same way. I try to be myself wherever I go because I don't want to put on 15 different hats.
That's a lot.
And then
That's a lot to keep up with.
it is. It's a whole lot to keep up with. And then eventually you're going to mess up and be somebody in the wrong room. You get what I'm saying?
That
So
part.
it's like you might as well be you. But there are those who switch up. But in asking that question, what would your friends say about you? It was like, are you the funny friend? Are you the friend that gives advice all the time?
I'm the
What's
friend that
uh-huh.
gives advice. I'm funny, and I'm also the friend. Like if something go down, you call me. I'm a ride or die. I'm
You
a ride.
coming.
Let's go. Let's get them. You know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
one of those kind of friends. But
Yes,
for the most
indeed.
part, I'm the friend that be like, come on over. I could.
Yes,
Everybody come
yes.
to my house for Thanksgiving. It's one of those type of things.
Come and chill. Yes, indeed. Let me see. You have a new project.
Yeah.
And with your new project, it's entitled Kingsley's Son. So I read somewhere where you wrote, I hope this makes you proud because I'm proud to be your son. So tell me about this album and how you were inspired by your father.
Well, I started working on this album probably 2 years before my father passed. But during the
Mm,
process of working on it, I just was like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm
right.
over it. Like I was over music, I was over the industry, I was over everything. Like I ain't
Wow.
doing this. And then he passed away, and then I still was in that space. But then I was like,
Mhm.
he would be so mad if I didn't do nothing. Because
Yeah.
we've had arguments about me doing music, and I wanted to be a construction worker because he's a construction worker. And he
Wow.
purposely named his construction company Claudius Renaud and Sons.
Wow.
And only a few of his sons actually followed through.
Mhm.
Because my father has 21 children. And only
21.
only two of them probably do construction.
Really?
Yeah.
Your father has 21 children.
21 kids.
Oh my goodness. So when he said in sons, he meant that thing, but like you said, only
Listen,
two. Okay.
he definitely meant that thing. But only two
Yes.
actually followed through and started doing construction. So
Yeah, yes,
what they didn't
indeed.
do was him. So
Okay, got
yeah,
you.
he still he found he created his own sons.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. They say
Yeah.
like Father Abraham had many sons. Okay.
And
What do
many
you say
sons
that
like
part?
Father Abraham.
Yes.
I am one of them.
And so are you.
Exactly. So
Yes.
it was, he when he passed, it just kind of I was like for his birthday, I wanted to put out a song that he kept singing while he was in the hospital the first time he had cancer. Because he
Mm,
beat cancer like in 2016.
okay.
So it came back. But that time he kept singing the song over and over. And I was like, what is this you keep singing? And I
Yes.
was like, it was like, it's a song. You're gonna record it. I was like, okay, okay. So for his birthday one, yeah, I actually recorded it, but I never put it out. I just recorded
Okay.
it in the house and then sent it to him. It was like happy birthday, And he was like, "Oh God, I love that
Oh,
thing, boy. That thing sound real good." I was like, "Okay, thank you, Daddy."
yes. That is a
So
beautiful.
for his birthday this year, I put out the
Mhm.
song. It's called
So
"My
you're
Tick."
gonna did you put it out already or you
I
said it's
put it out
coming?
and I put it out and put a video out. His birthday is the same day as Brandy and Whitney. The same day
Ooh.
of Brandy's birthday and the same day Whitney died.
Oh my goodness. Two greats.
Yeah,
Two greats for sure. And I know that Brandy is a big part of your life. I'm going to say it that way. You
Brandy
know,
and
yes. And I also saw Donny Hathaway. So I saw some of those things. Look, you said love him, huh? Yes. I saw those two artists, when I was watching your videos and things. I saw them in the background, but I also saw, where you've covered them. So I said, okay, he
Yeah.
loves them for real, and those are two wonderful artists. But with your dad, I want to stay there for just a moment because I believe that, well, I know that he knew what he was doing when he told you to stay in this industry because God has given us all our perfect gift. And if
Yeah.
you decide to do construction somewhere down the line or open a company that you're not going to work at, but you'll have some employees, I mean, that just may work, you know. But yes, however, you have to sing. I just feel that it's on the inside of you.
The crazy thing about it is my father, he knew I can sing a little bit, but he
Mm-hmm.
didn't know I can sing until
Oh,
I was like 18, 19 years old.
oh my goodness. Yeah.
Because
And you definitely can
I
do
would
that.
only sing with my mom, but when I would go to his house in the summer, I wouldn't sing.
Really?
I wouldn't sing at all. And then I would start singing every now and again. Then he was like, okay, I think he likes singing. Let's get him a karaoke machine. So he got me a karaoke machine and I had a microphone. And then I think my brother threw it away or hid it. So I wouldn't,
Uh-huh.
because I was using it too much. And
Oh,
he got tired of me.
you was wearing it out. You was wearing it out. All the
Yeah,
kids was mad.
exactly. So he got tired of me singing and he was like, okay, I'm going to hide it. So he hid
Oh
it.
my goodness.
But you know what I mean? He didn't know I could really sing until what you call it. So it wasn't until like maybe the early 2000s he started hearing me sing and he was like, oh, he really can do this. And then when I
Yeah.
did the show,
Mm-hmm.
he's been one of my biggest supporters.
It was a wrap. It
Yeah.
was a wrap. It was signed, sealed, and delivered. Delivered. Tell us the name of the song again that your father kept singing, because I definitely want to check that out. I would put you on the spot to do just a little bit of it if you're comfortable. If not, just tell us the name so we can look it up.
It's called My Ting.
My Ting, Ting.
Ting.
Yes, My
You can
Ting.
do what you want to do. Go where you want to go. It's your ting. I tell you, it's your ting. You can laugh how you want to live. Laugh how you want to give what you want to give. It's your thing. I always mess up the verse and the second verse. It's
Yes.
your thing. Nobody can tell you nothing. It's your thing. Because he kept saying it. He was like, it's
Wow.
my thing.
Yes.
It's my thing. And I was like, okay, that's a hook.
Yes, it is. It got a whole party vibe to it, you know.
Exactly. It's
your
very
thing.
calypso soca-ish.
Yes, yes. I love it. I'm looking up your ting, okay? My ting. Yes, indeed. I want to play a little bit before we go forward of Two Hands. So can you set that song up for me?
Okay, this song was written by the guys who wrote Run to You for Whitney.
Oh my goodness.
Because they let me sing the song on my album. They let me put it on my first album.
Wow.
So, and I also wrote a song with them, with me and my writing partner at the time. With them for my album called Where Were You Then? So they have two songs on my first album. So I was like, I let my father hear this song.
Yes.
He loved it.
I love it too.
And then I was like, it kind of speaks to how I feel about him now that he's gone. So I was like, can I use the song? And they said, sure.
Wow.
Like,
It's a perfect song.
Yeah, I love this freaking song.
Yes, it's a beautiful song. You know, I was sharing with you that I really like this song, but I wouldn't tell you why. But the reason why is because, you know, since COVID and things like that, there has been some challenges with my mom. And so we've gotten closer and I've become the two hands. You know what I'm saying? And so when I heard this song, I immediately thought that you wrote it for your dad. But there's so much even more richness that goes into it. You're singing it for him. But to have, you know, writers that are so phenomenal to write this and then allow you to record it and then you dedicate it to your father is beautiful. So without any further ado, y'all keep listening in. This is Saeed Raenaud. Keep listening. Right now, I'm going to give you a piece of Two Hands. And here we go.
There may be a time when you are feeling you can't make it by yourself. Some days the mountains are too high to climb, the valleys are too low. You need a little hand.
messing me up. Do you hear me?
That's on.
Yes,
I'm glad I ain't
indeed.
crying nothing.
I'm telling you, I'm holding it. I am holding it. Believe me. My mom is actually on here. And she said it's a
Oh,
beautiful song. Yes.
thank
Hey,
you.
mom. Yes, it is. So I dedicate that to her, just as you dedicated to your dad. I have Nate Bell. He said, loving it, loving
Thank
it.
you.
Yes. Estella, she's another artist out of Washington. She said, tears. So beautiful.
Oh, thank you,
Yes,
Estella.
yes, indeed. And then also Katrina, she said, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Yes. We thank you, Saeed. This is such an honor to have you here tonight, to talk with me, and we're going to have levels to this. But right now I feel so blessed. That two hands, your voice is a gift. It really is. And so I'm glad that your father encouraged you to keep going,
Yeah.
because things do get tough. And that's what I want people to know, because even with me doing Talented Thursdays and Talented Television, there are days that get hard, and there are days when I wanted to honestly throw in the towel, like, who's watching? Okay, I said I wasn't gonna cry. I'm trying to hold it, Saeed. Okay. But
Okay.
you have those days. It's not always easy, but I thank
No.
God because He always blesses me with people such as yourself that tells me to keep going, and He's holding me with His two hands, So thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Okay.
Want to do
Won't He
it?
will? Won't He will?
If you let him.
Exactly. So I'm gonna move forward, Lord Jesus. Okay, so I spoke with an artist recently
Mhm.
about how people on the East Coast typically support underground artists. When there's an underground artist, they support them, and then all of a sudden they're blown up because of the support of the city and people that got underneath them. What advice or tips would you give for independent artists to get their music heard or to grow a following? Because it's not always like that on the West Coast. So, what ideas or tips might you have to help with that?
I say you have to make sure yourself like you're available. Like nowadays it's different than how it used to be.
Mhm,
You have to be on social media. I hate TikTok. I hate all those things. I hate
mhm.
having to post and have content, but you have to do that so people can know who you are. Because once they know who you are, they'll be like, okay, I'll follow him. Let's see
Yes,
where this go. So you have to put yourself out there, even if that's not who you are. You're probably
right.
quiet and like you're talented, but you're not really the person who want to be all in everybody's face. Like, hi, how you doing? You know,
Uh-huh. It's
yeah,
me again.
exactly. But you have to keep putting yourself out there so they can know who you are. Because if
That's
you don't, they
good.
won't know.
There you go. There you go. So there's a tip for you independent artists. You got to push. And I always say social media is a whole job. It's a
It
whole job.
really is.
It is to keep pushing. You got to promote, like you said, on every platform, to get it out there. But the more that you promote, the more that people will know you, as he said, and then you'll grow. So you got to put in the work. You got to
You
put in the
definitely
work.
do.
It's not
And
just going to
it's
happen.
not easy. It's not easy because sometimes it's annoying, but you just start recording everything. That's
Yes,
what I do. I
indeed.
just record everything and be like, okay, one day I'll post this. Even though I ate here like 500 weeks ago, I'll post
Uh-huh.
it today. You know,
Yep, exactly.
if I
Yes,
sung somewhere,
indeed.
I'll be like, okay, I'll post it next week or something. Like, you just have to keep going.
Keep
Because
it going.
I was doing this play out here for like the
Mhm.
past 3 or 4 months, so I didn't really have time to promote my album like the way I wanted to because I was busy getting a check. Okay.
Right,
I
right.
was playing the
Hello.
penguin. I was playing the penguin in this play in Hollywood. So that was cool. And
Yes.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. We're coming back in January too.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
It's
Yes. Well,
really
I
good.
saw a clip of that, and you were singing, Crazy by
Thank you.
Gnarls Barkley, and you were singing Crazy. Okay. You sang that thing.
Thank you. I
Yes.
tried.
Right. So you said you're
Mm,
coming back in January to do it again.
yeah. In Hollywood.
Absolutely.
And maybe more other places, but right now we're just coming back for the Hollywood stuff.
Very good.
I keep telling them there's a tour coming. I feel it.
Oh, a tour?
Yeah, I feel like a tour is gonna come, but
I know that's right. Well, y'all better tour. Look, because I want to see it. So come on down to Vegas, okay?
okay. And I kept telling them, I said Vegas would eat this show up.
Yes, yes.
New York and Vegas, Chicago would eat the show up.
Come on, do it. Let's do it.
It'd be fine.
Let's see here. One of the comments, this is from my mom again. She said, just imagine what a void it would be if the gifts were not shared. It would be a huge void.
Huge
yes,
void.
It would. Yes. I mean, just the gifts being shared makes a difference. And it's crazy because you didn't realize, well, you do realize how music plays a part, but of life. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
But during the pandemic, it was huge. For people to come into your home with their music and things, that's what kept a lot of people going. That's what kept a lot of people happy.
Dang.
They kept it kept their mind. And so it is so important to share the gifts that God gave. He didn't give them for nothing. It's true. Like we need to use these things. And so push independent artists and artists in general. Make sure that your voice is being heard. Mm-hmm. I have Randall on here, my brother.
Come on, Penguin.
He said, come on, Penguin. Yes, indeed. I'm so grateful for Randall. This is my little brother for real, for real. And I know you all are friends.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy, there's always a connection. Me and Randall, we connected in Vegas years and years ago. And it was just like, hey, where you go, I'm going. If you make it, I make it. It was always, we push each other, and he's such an amazing talent. And I tell him, keep going too. Like, boy, you so talented. Do it. Can't he? Can't he? Yes, he can. He got that Detroit all over him.
Okay. There's something in the water in Detroit. There's something in the water.
It really is. Look, and I'm going to go get me a cup.
Listen, when I was working with Renaud on her album. I was like, is there a well somewhere? She was like, what? I was like, no, because I have to drink your water. Because something in it. She was like, you're nuts.
It is something in the water.
I mean, you can't have Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross all in the same block.
Ain't that something? Yes, Smokey, all of them. Yes.
Whining.
Bananas. Nuts. Bananas.
Completely nuts.
Yes. You were talking about the tour. Katrina says, stop by Tacoma. Yes, indeed.
Okay, Tacoma.
Come on up to Washington State, okay? I know that's right. So let's see. Yeah, Washington is beautiful. It really is. All the green. I miss the green. But, I'm here in the desert now with the sun holding it down.
Oh, yeah, Vegas? I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Saeed, I just said we was friends now.
Listen, we friends. We friends.
Okay.
But when it comes to heat,
we ain't friends. I
separate myself.
Yeah. You come out from amongst them.
Listen, I'm about to cut on the air right now.
Right.
Just now, like can't do hot
with the remote in hand. I see you cutting it on. You say it's getting too warm. I know that's right. Oh my goodness. So let me say this: you were raised in the church.
Definitely.
I want to know who took you to church and what lessons did you learn that you are still carrying today.
My mama took me to church.
Mm-hmm.
And the things I've learned was, I think the most important was my discernment.
Mm-hmm.
I learned, my aunt taught me very well. My aunt was my pastor, so.
Beautiful.
I'm the P nephew.
Yes, P nephew. Right.
Yeah, So, yes. So I had to take all the solos.
But I was the PN.
Listen, I was the PN, and I had to do all the solos before she got up and preached.
Yes.
Do the praise and worship. I had to have the choir, the men's choir, the regular choir. I had all the choir.
Wow.
So I learned a lot. It helped me with even vocal arranging. Like being in the studio, vocal producing somebody, I can tell you harmony. We good on that. You know what I mean? I got you. We're gonna make it, we're gonna get through this.
There you go. You've been doing this a long time.
You can't sing, even if you can't sing, I learned how to make you sound like you can.
Now look, you all in my, you know how people be like, you all in my questionings already. Okay.
We're going to ask it then.
Okay, well, go on and ask it. Well, I might as well jump there then. But before I jump there, I
Okay.
want to share this video of young Saeed. Y'all
Oh
ready? We've been
God.
doing this a long time. Take a look. Yes, he say for the Bible. Yes, tell me about
First of
that.
all, when my aunt sent me that video, I said my father picked out that shirt. That shirt is very Caribbean. The whole outfit, Caribbean. Okay. My sister even wrote a comment like, "You look like you grabbed that shirt out of Daddy's closet."
That is so funny.
Hilarious. But I mean,
Yes.
when I was younger, I was like, "Oh God, I sound horrible." But listen to it, I was like, "Kid, you was on key."
You were on key. And let me tell you this. Okay, I'm jumping ahead again, but on the four,
Uh-huh.
for those of you who don't know, he was on the four, which was a show that was on Fox with celebrity judges. And this man sang down, as they say. He sang down. Okay. But you did something for me on that show. Before I go there, we have a
Uh-huh.
comment that said, "You better sing, baby. Sing, baby." I know that's right. He was singing when he was little, okay?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
You
But
get the
what you
show.
did on the four for me, I was watching all the playbacks and you sang every song. First of all, I am a huge Whitney fan. So run to you. You too. I
I
told you
chased her down blocks.
we might be like besties. Wait, you saw Whitney?
I saw Whitney. Okay, okay. Let me tell you the story. I got to tell you the story.
Please
So
tell me the
I
story.
bought the album 2 days before she had her album signed. But I
Really?
brought her album at FYE.
Yep, I
Instead of
remember
going
that.
to Times Square when they had the Virgin Megastore.
Right, right.
So I went to Virgin Megastore. They was like, "Well, you can't. She ain't gonna sign that because you ain't buy it here." I was
Hmm.
like, so I told the boy in the front of the line, I was like, "Give her this letter, because I'm
Yes.
gonna beat you up." And his mother was like, "Relax, relax.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna give her the letter. I'll make sure he'll give her the letter." I was like, "No, seriously, I need you to give her this letter." So I
Yes.
watched him go down the escalator
Uh-huh.
and give her the letter. I was like, "Okay, good." So while the signing is going on, I'm upstairs singing
Right.
because I know all the songs already. Don't know how, but
Don't you know?
I knew all the lyrics. And I was
Yes.
singing it, and she was looking up. And I was like, "It's me."
It's
It's
me,
me,
that
Whitney.
boy.
You know, it's me. And she was like,
Yes.
she smiled and waved. And then I was like, "Okay, I have to meet her."
Mm.
So when she was leaving, when it was all over, everybody was on this side of the store, and there was only one guy on this side. So I went to the other side. I said, "She's gonna come out this way. Watch."
Right.
So she
Wow.
came out. When she came out, I chased her New York blocks. Okay,
Ooh, them some long blocks.
I was like, my big behind was tired. I was like, "Jesus." I said, "Okay." I said, she stopped. She was like, "Okay, it's only two of them. Let me just stop and open them."
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. So she
Uh-huh.
opened up her window and everything, and the white guy started singing while I was telling her, "Read my letter." And she was like, "Okay," but he started singing, and he sounded horrible, and I was like, "Shut up! She don't want to hear that." And then I just
She didn't
started
want to
singing.
hear it.
I was like, "Why does it hurt so bad?" And I started singing it in her key,
Right.
and I was like, "I'm gonna hit it,"
Ooh.
but I hit it. And she was like, "You better sing, brother!" And she jumped out.
Yes.
She jumped out the car with her security. Jumped out the car too, and it was
Right.
dapping me up. I was like, "Oh my God, Whitney said I could sing. F everybody."
Oh my goodness. What a story.
It was so serious. I went
Look.
home and told my mother. My mother was like, "Get out of here!" I was like, "You."
Oh my goodness.
Cried
And
like
that's
a little
something
punk.
you will never forget.
Yeah,
Never forget.
I cried like a punk.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen her a few times after that, but
Uh-huh.
but I think one of my friends was singing background for her somewhere, and
Uh-huh.
I just showed up, and I was like, she
Wow.
came in, acting like she was in church, of course,
Yes, yes, absolutely.
and I was like, oh my god, and she remembered me.
Wow.
I was.
See,
Uh,
you stuck
I
in
mean, the
there.
beautiful thing about that little kid that was just singing, he said he
Uh-huh.
went to work with a lot of people or meet a lot of people, and he met everybody he wanted to meet, except for Donny Hathaway.
Wow. I
I
thank you
met
for that.
Brandy. I met Brandy a million times.
Yes, yes.
I got to work with the Clark sisters. That was one of my goals. The Clark
Wow.
sisters. First, it was Dorinda, and I was like, when I worked with Dorinda, I was like, watch, I'm gonna get the sisters. Watch.
Yes.
And I did. Rodney just hit me out of the blue on Instagram. Was like, yo, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like,
Mm,
I don't know. Well, what's up? He was
yeah.
like, I had the Clark sisters come in, and I need you to help. Write a song for them. I was like, okay. So I went there early, got there, wrote the song, recorded it. So when they came in, they knew what to do. And everything is history. Like Layla Hathaway, I'm obsessed with Donny Hathaway. When I was younger, I didn't know Hathaway. You pay attention,
Right.
but I wasn't. I was special, so I didn't know that was her daddy until like late in the '90s. And I was like, "Oh shoot, that's that girl, daddy. She sounds just like."
Wow. Yes, she does.
And then I was
You
like,
have
"Okay, I wanted to work with her, and I got to. I wanted to meet Aretha Franklin, not necessarily open up for her, but she chose me to open up for her at the Nokia Theater in Times Square. So, like everything that little kid wanted, he got.
you
So
know,
I
you
can't.
all in my right. I'm like, you're all in my questioning area because that was going to be one of your last questions. What did little Saeed dream of and what happened? So you have told us, that and you're showing us that dreams do come true. So from Whitney to Layla to the Clark sisters, I believe you worked with John P. Key, correct?
Yes,
Trinity 5-7, correct?
Grammy nomination with Trinity 5-7.
And you have won a Grammy. So God has been good. Not only did you dream, you have reached for the stars and you have made it.
All without representation.
Now you see, you all
I
can do
I
it.
ain't had no manager at that time, so
Oh
I
my goodness.
this was like out of because of who I am as a person, people connect,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And friends will be like, hey, I'm working with such and such. Like a friend hit me up about Layla. He was like, I just got an opportunity to work with Layla Hathaway and I need you to come to the studio. And I was
Oh
like,
my
okay.
goodness.
So I came to the studio, they played some beats, and I was like, and I wrote it.
Yeah.
I wrote my part, and then the other writer wrote the second verse, and then we wrote the hook together, and then it was Layla came in and killed it.
Wow. Oh my
And
goodness.
I wanted to scream like a little girl, but I didn't.
But you didn't. You held it.
I held it in, and even
Uh-huh.
though we're friends now, like she called me, I call her, I text her. Like even
Yes.
she's on the album. She's on the album. She sent me a voice message. It was
Yes.
pretty cool.
I heard her on the album and I thought that was pretty cool for sure. I heard her on the album and I heard your dad with his Caribbean, tone come through with the
Saeed.
voice. Right. I have
It's your
Randall
father.
on right, your father.
I did
Yes,
give Karen some vocal stuff, but I was
yes.
like, they. What I loved about the Clark sisters is
Mhm.
they're who they are. Okay, exactly who you think they are. They
Yeah,
they is.
it is.
Them is
Okay.
okay. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that was the beautiful thing about it. And then Karen was like, "Give me some stuff." I was like, "Everything I'm giving you is gonna be you, because you taught us."
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? But the fact that she was like, you know what I mean, even though in my mind, you are the best thing in the freaking world.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're asking me for help, even working with Dorinda on her album, the last album.
Right.
You asking me for help? I'm giving you ad libs to do and stuff. Like it, I vocal produced Dorinda and the Clark sisters.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? Like you said, it's because of who you are. And just to go back for those that are listening on Vegas Praise, I just want you to know that the question that came across was, or the statement, excuse me, from Randall that came across was, I heard he gave Karen Clark some vocal tips, which he's telling you he did. So because they were down to earth and you're down to earth, it came across, I'm sure, as friends or as family.
Literally.
Like, tell me what to do, because that's exactly what I would do when I get in the studio with you. I'm gonna just leave it at that. One day, one day.
Talk to me nice. I got you.
Yes, talk to me nice.
she was like, give me some ideas. What you got? I was like, okay.
Yes.
So I gave her something, she did it. Then I gave her something else, she did it. And it was like, I said, oh my God. Every
Wow.
time the recording button stopped,
Uh-huh.
Rodney would being on the chair, like literally fanning out.
Oh my goodness. And that's Rodney Darkchild Jerkins.
Jerkins,
Yes,
yes.
indeed.
The legend. You
The
know what I mean?
legend.
The
Yes.
GOAT. You know what I mean?
They
So
both go ahead. I'm
being,
sorry.
being in that situation alone solidified everything for me.
It's
Because I mean,
huge.
especially in that moment, because it was after I worked with a gospel album, a gospel artist that I didn't particularly like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna say no names,
It happens.
and I was like, I'm never doing gospel again, because
Right.
at least with R&B niggas, I know what I'm getting into. You know what I mean? You see, you go into the industry thinking it's church. This is a
And they're gonna
gospel.
be churchy.
They're gonna give you, they're gonna be respectful. It's gonna be cool. They're not gonna try and debo you. Try and take credit that they ain't do. Like all
Wow.
that kind of happened in that moment. So I was like, I'm never doing gospel artists again.
Wow. And it does, it happens. A person is who they are. We got to move because we are running out of time and I can't even believe it. But I want to get to a word association with you. Before
Okay.
we do, Navelle Davis said, God uses ordinary people to do
To do extraordinary
extraordinary.
things. I say
That's
that all
real.
the time, especially when I
Wow.
talk about Leandria. I said,
Uh-huh.
you can say what you want about her, but that girl is otherworldly.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
His
She
hand is
sang
right here. His hand is
right on
on.
her head, huh?
Listen, she can't do nothing about it.
Yes, indeed. Let's go. We're going to move. We're going to move. I just wanted to say, okay, I got a few things and we are running out of time, but briefly, let me just say this. You already have the Grammy. You are now acting. You've been on television. You have been in film. You did a movie called
Yeah.
Freshman Year. For those who didn't know, go check it out. Freshman Year. You're also doing stage with being the penguin.
Yeah.
So I need to know, are you going for the what they call it, the EGOT, the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, the Tony? Are you into acting? Is this something that has just came about? And answer me as quickly as
I mean, I've
possible.
always wanted to do it, but I never jumped to do it. I never pushed myself to do it. So now I'm doing it. I'm doing
You're
whatever
doing it.
I can do because I know I can do it.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm telling you, whatever God has called you to do it because you're doing it well, and you're blessing others. Even this episode for me and for my viewers, I'm sure, and for the listeners has been inspirational to accomplish a dream that you had as a child, to go after it, like you said, with no management, to have stories where you met Whitney Houston. I'm gonna give you a big old hug when I see you, Saeed. I'm hugging you and I'm hugging Whitney. I'm hugging both of y'all, okay?
okay.
Yes, indeed. But it's beautiful just how God moves, in your life. And so to be able to have you here is a blessing. I am literally running out of time. I have Navelle one more. He said, Dark Child is the truth. Britney Spears pays him over $800,000 just for one track. Now look at here. That's it right there. So Saeed and Dark Child, and they pulling it in. They pulling it in. It's a blessing. Let's do a quick word association. I have
Okay.
about 5 minutes left. The first
Okay.
word that I'm gonna give you, whatever song comes to your mind first, just listen, y'all. Listen up. The first word is smile.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you Smile without feeling sorrow. Smile, 'cause maybe tomorrow you'll find that life will be worthwhile if you just smile.
Yes, Stevie Wonder. Yes, indeed. Beautiful. Your next song, your next word is going to be love.
Mm. All I wanna do is love you. 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 That's one of my songs.
Okay, I know that's right. All I want to do is love you. Let me see. Your last word is going to be amazing.
Love has truly been good to me.
Mm,
Not even one sad day, a minute and a half I had since you come my way. I hope
yes.
you know I can let it go. Anywhere you take me, so amazing to be loved. I follow you to the moon and the stars above.
Ooh, y'all are listening to Saeed Raenaud. Oh my goodness, sir. So I have my cousin on here from Atlanta. She said, "You better sing."
Thank
Yes,
you, cousin.
indeed. Thanks for this interview. Yes, yes, yes. This has been beautiful. It's been a great show. I thank you for coming on. Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I don't really be on Twitter like that, but SR Soul. Everybody keeps saying Sir Soul, but it's
Oh,
just
it's S.
SR Soul.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, it
Saeed
comes.
Raenaud. So you know.
Okay. Yes,
But you can
indeed.
find me on YouTube everywhere. Mm.
Awesome. Awesome. So make sure that you all get Kingsley's son,
Now for Kingsley Son, just put Saeed Kingsley Son, and he'll pop up.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Saeed. But if you're following him, make sure again that you look up SR Soul and you will connect to this Grammy winner, BMI Award winner, musician, songwriter. He has it all. Let me tell you all, he gives vocal lessons. So for those of you, do you do it virtually?
Yes,
Okay, virtual lessons. Here we
I
go with
still have
another.
all my clients on the East Coast, so if
There you
they can do
go.
it,
There
holla at
you
me.
go. He say holla at him. So look, I'm bringing you all some great connections, such as this gentleman tonight. It has been a pleasure and an honor to have you here. I want to tell
Likewise.
you all, if you are, thank you so much. If you all are interested in being on talented television, or you know someone who you feel should be on talented television, send your information over to me. Talented television at gmail.com. Saida tell you, I always tell people I'm easy like Sunday morning, okay? Like Sunday morning. Yes, indeed. My cousin said, this is my cousin Tyronda. She said he gained a new follower on YouTube. So she wanted to let you know she
Okay.
already pressed the little follow button. Beep.
Thank you, Tyranda.
Uh-huh. And I don't even think she follow me. So you got a new, no, I'm playing. I'm just playing.
Lord,
Yes, indeed.
Tyranda,
I'm
follow
just
Kimberly, please.
uh. You are too funny. This has been great. Yes, indeed. So we will end this with a cover that
Okay.
you did. It is by PJ Morton. And can you set that up for me?
Okay. Which song is? Oh, I'm so in love with you. It
Yes.
originally was on the Amber Bullock album, and then
Nice.
PJ took it and put it on his album. And
Awesome.
I've been obsessed with the song ever since I heard it. So I
It's a
decided to
good
do it.
song. Yes, indeed. Well, you all listen in. Any closing words that you have, any words of inspiration for the viewers that are watching?
Whatever you want to do, you can do. Don't let limitations or anything. Because for me, I thought I was like, who want to see big niggas singing? You know what I mean? I ain't Chris Brown. I ain't Usher. You know what I mean? But there's room for you.
Yes, indeed. I
And if it
love
ain't,
that.
make it. Make
And if,
room.
ooh, that's good. There's room for you. And if there is not, make some room. Make some room. Yes, indeed. Naybell said yes. Easy to love. Here we go, y'all. Again, you are watching your girl, Kimberly Eichelle and Saeed Raenaud.
You already know.
You already know East Coast and West Coast. We're just happy to be here tonight. I'm happy to bring you great entertainment. Tell somebody about Talented Thursdays. And who knows, you may be up next. Okay. Until then, we'll see y'all next time. You're going to be watching the video of Saeed. Bye.